definitely hurting him.
We got bunch left. Shamrocks. I think Shamrocks are just wasting the clock here. I don't think they want any more damage done. I'm not sure, but AJ's going to hike the ball. He's going to boot to the left. Looks like there's a dead ball penalty. Usually that's always on the offense.
And Mikey's back.
Welcome back. Goddamn headset. Get away from it, Murphy. Not a sausage. Or what do cats normally eat? That's what I prefer to eat, but that sounds really bad. Forget I ever said that, guys. I never said I liked eating sausage. We're just gonna forget that while we wait for this penalty.
All right, we're
I
back.
don't know if not sure if the Shamrocks are challenging it or what's going on.
Can you give me a quick, while they're not doing anything, could you give me a quick rundown of what just happened before the thing had gone out?
Yeah, there was a false start by the Shamrocks, so it's 1st and 15.
And before that, you were yelling about something as well. Someone got a good.
Oh. AJ made a great run. He gained like a 25-yard run, and Baldev tackled him.
Ooh.
Quick pass from AJ to, I think that was Skripix. That was just a little bit behind him. That's, eventually, from what I've seen from AJ, he's really good at getting people in stride, but sometimes that rookiness comes out. But I give it till mid-season to where you'll just see something like that disappear, and he's just nailing all of his wide receivers. But AJ's going to hike the ball. He's going to go to the left. Lots of good containment. Going to try and go out for the run. He does go for the run. Looks like Slade's on him. He trips him up, and My Days is going to tackle AJ. An 8-yard gain, but that is going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Shamrocks. They're on the 49-yard line. Pretty sure the Shamrocks are just going to try to get the first down here. Let's see what the Broncos decide to do. We got bunch left. AJ is waiting. Again, I really think the Shamrocks are just wasting clock here. I think they're just trying to end the game here because they usually I haven't seen them waste this much time this whole game on plays.
Set. Hike.
AJ's gonna hike the ball. He's gonna go to the left. Wiz gets a nice block on Baldev, but Ryan keeps the outside. And that's going to be a catch. It's going to be caught by
Skrillex.
Yeah, Skrillex caught the ball. J-Rocks tackled him. 18-yard gain.
Where's Coyote when you need him?
Got 4 minutes left. Spirits and Night. Oh, wait, is it Monsters and Night Sprites? We got 1st and 10 on the 34 for the Shamrocks. See what they decide to do here.
Down, set, hike.
AJ's going to hike the ball. He's going to go to the right. No blocks. Baldev's going to get in and sack him. Yeah, that was
He almost got the throw off, and then Baldev cut it off.
Yeah.
And, got him in the throw animation, which is I remember when you couldn't tackle somebody in the throw animation, it was pretty annoying. But
yeah, and then they changed
remember those
that.
things? They changed that. I think that was like the last thing that they changed, and then that's it.
Remember when I was playing DE and outside linebacker all the time, and you'd get there and you'd hear the thud, but it was like, no, I'm throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening.
Oh.
It's just like, that's not real.
Yeah, I remember before when they had it where you couldn't get tackled in the throwing animation. That was ridiculous.
That was ridiculous. That was a good change.
AJ's gonna.
Ooh.
AJ's
gonna
Ooh. Let's throw that ball.
That way too low or something. That was like, I like those. Like you see a lot of quarterbacks that'll throw at the feet. And I think that's probably what he was trying to do, but it was way too low. It was way too low. I think he was throwing at his like knees, and it just didn't work out. He had that guy wide open, so he would have got that up a little bit higher. I think he would have got it
Down.
off.
Set. Hike.
But that brings up our earlier discussion: is AJ throwing the ball a little too shallow? Because if that
Ooh,
kind of helps,
oh.
try to throw that to Skripix again. Had him a little wide open. I think Skripix made the wrong adjustment there. Drad almost had it, but it was uh, um, uh,
Mike,
yeah.
he's
I
blanking. Give him a
forgot what I
second.
was gonna say.
It's fourth down. I
Down.
mean,
Set.
you're ahead. I mean, to me, it'd be kind of nice. I mean, me just being fourth down and this far ahead, I would just be like, you know what?
Oh,
Oh, I would say fourth down. I was gonna say if you having a struggle trying to get in on those downs, try to just take an extra 3 points. You'll comfortably put yourself on another extra points. But I mean, I guess with this one, you're up so far ahead. I guess it's just might as well just get your practice in a sense.
yeah, absolutely.
Um, yeah. I mean, but you got to think: do the Shamrocks trust their kicker enough from that far of a
Yeah,
distance?
true. Only a certain amount of
He's
people.
gonna get in
Oh
trouble.
yeah.
Wiz is looking great on that outside linebacker ball. He's coming in just
Yeah.
at the right times. He's kind of lingering around, um, and he's cutting off the line and getting to the quarterback. He's getting to
He's getting the
he's
ball there pretty easily.
yeah he's in Boldev's face almost every other play at least, you know. So he's playing an outside linebacker.
As we were also talking about too, Bert, before this play had kicked on, talking about field goals, and only nice pick.
Oh, another pick by Will.
I was gonna say,
He got one guy to beat. Oh, he's
yeah.
taken down.
There's only a certain amount of people that you say, in this league that are people who are good at kicking, and there's only a certain amount of people in like across the league that can kick a field goal from like the highest max range, which I believe people that are in that list is like you, I know Toroff, people who've actually really practiced, at being a kicker, and a lot of times it gets undermined and doesn't get appreciated as much as it does because kicking a field goal, you have to hit it the highest percentage, especially at what angle you're sitting at. It's a challenging kick, and if you can't get that right off in the good time, you're screwed.
Well,
Max,
I think
go
that
ahead.
the kick. I'm sorry. I think the
When
kickers are a
Valdez
little
threw the
underrated
ball,
in this game.
he was
It's
already
such
out of bounds.
It's a position that's
So
not looked at. It's like kind of like the line
um,
was in the beginning of second
we're
night
going
football. Nobody
to
wanted,
revert it.
you're gonna go play line. Now you want a guy who's gonna be on or a girl or whoever. You want a strong lineman, and I think we're gonna see that maybe in the seasons to come if there's another season. And in the future, like people are actually gonna take the kicking more serious. Like guys like Bert who do practice the kicking and do well at that position. I think it's a very undermined position in this league. It's crucial. I mean, people say, oh, you just kick it down. It's a very unimportant position. I don't agree. I think
Yeah.
It can make or break a game for sure.
I can't do it. I mean, I could do it. I'm the Mustangs don't let me do stuff like that.
No, you're just a big lasagna. You just sit there, look pretty.
They look pretty.
But yeah, but like a good example is like the preseason game. I think Mikey was there, Packers versus Reapers. It
Yeah.
was overtime, and I think you guys won by a field goal.
And we took it by
I'm
field goal
correct?
because the Reapers at the end in
Yeah.
overtime missed their drive. We took it and we just got down the field and took our field goal and took the win. So it comes down to it. Like don't underestimate a field goal because if we would have went greedy with it and maybe went for 7, and
Francis, I believe the downs are incorrect.
Oh, I think we lost
the
him.
the downs are
Oh.
incorrect. No, sorry, they
If
were
you stepped
calling.
out of bounds, wouldn't that be a loss of downs? And wouldn't that make that
I
one
think that's third down.
This would be
Or that's,
fourth,
oh yeah, that's right.
correct?
There was a penalty. They switched over that pick. Yeah, they switched over that pick. It gave
Yeah.
the Broncos the ball back.
They're
but-
fixing the field. But yeah, as I was saying, if we would have been greedy with it and we would have been trying to go for 7, and if the Reapers did pick that off, it would have been another story.
Yeah.
So we know field going very, very crucial. A crucial system. But I mean, like it's also different, and compared to from like NFL compared to SL, because I mean with NFL, your money's on the line and stuff like that. But with SL, I mean, it depends on your viewership of how you want to, if you want to win a game or not that badly.
Yeah, like to me, like if it's like 14-0, I'm gonna like be like go for the touchdown, go for the first down, even if we're in field goal range, But like last week when we played the Reapers on the Bulldogs, it was like I think it was like 30. What was it again? It was like 42-0, And like
we need a crash player removed
there
from the
wasn't
field
much
for
hope
this
for
one.
us to score a
Okay, what it
touchdown.
was is because he ran out
So
of
we all
bounds.
decided in TeamSpeak to go for a field goal because to me personally, I'd rather not leave a goose egg on the
And then he just
scoreboard.
got sacked
When you have a
right
point
here.
to
So
put up,
it's,
when you have a chance to put up points,
oh
put
no,
up
okay, yeah,
points.
it's fourth
You know, like
down.
that game was already over. So to like we decided we didn't want to end the game in a goose egg. You know, and I watched that stream and I heard a lot of the commentators criticize why were we going for a field goal there, and to me it's just like was it a bad idea? But at that point, when it's third quarter, I think it was no, when it's that
Oops.
point in its second quarter, you know, how much more is the game really going to change, especially in itself
Absolutely.
football? So we decided at that point, why not just try? Because if you look at how the rules work at the end of the season, playoff spots, if you're tied with someone, are decided against your plus points against and points for. So why not just try to get points? So at the end of the season, if we're tied with someone, maybe those 3 points might be, might be the changer for us. Or like today's game, we made 2 field goals, and I watched the stream before I came over here. The commentators were a little They didn't criticize the first one, but they criticized the second one when it was like 41-10. They were like, why are they doing this here? And to us, again, it's just we're looking at the big picture for the end of the season, not that game at that moment. Because when it's 41-10, and it's the third, it's almost going into halftime. You just have to realize like you have to look at the bigger picture, and that's what we look at. We're looking towards the end of the season, not that exact game anymore.
So
No, I
But
think
have to
any
wait till
points you
fourth
could put
down
on the board, especially going into a half, going into the half. I don't know why people don't take it, but like I said, the kicking position is kind of not looked at as a valued important position, and I think that's wrong. I think,
Just to point this in real quick here, apparently, they had forgot to change the downs on a play or something like that ago, so they did change it because Irish was right that when they went out of bounds, the down changed, so it went from third down to fourth down now.
Okay, so it looks like
Oh,
Baldev's still going to try to pass. Baldev throws
they
it up.
picked.
It's going
Right
to
to
be
Will.
intercepted.
Messi and Ayo again.
So it's going to be first and 10 on the 35. But like again, like I remember CFL season 2. I was on the Yellow Jackets. It was Yellow Jackets versus I don't know who it was. But I remember I lined up because I knew the max distance, but no one really cared about kicking back
Down,
then.
set,
Al, you were
hike.
there. No one cared. I remember I went out and kicked the ball at max distance, and everyone was
Ooh.
just shocked that you could kick the ball out there.
Ooh, kill him,
Nice one by
AJ!
AJ.
One more.
Oh!
Great move.
AJ!
Ooh.
Oh no!
He gets tackled at the 1. So that's
Very unfortunate,
that's very unfortunate. That was a fantastic run. There is
yeah, he busted
we
a
need an
couple of ankles right
ambulance.
there.
Yeah, we need the ambulance on the center of the field. With some ankles and ACLs torn back there.
I'll be careful at the center of the field. He might fly. Oh.
That happened today too, Dre again. Oh no, it was Gucci.
Let's not bring that discussion back up. We don't need
Please,
another.
please. That's a 200 plus post right there.
Yeah.
That got out of control real quick.
That'll escalate quickly. Let's not go there.
But we have let's see,
It's
Baldev looks like he's going in. We have Bunch left with a minute.
They go
32
right side. They can get
fourth
this in.
quarter.
They're missing down a DE.
Yeah, I think they're down someone. They have Hooter on the sideline. I don't know where Hooter is.
He's trying to waste the clock, but the clock is not running. So
Down, set, hike.
Yeah, shouldn't the clock be running though? That was a run play. Why was the clock stopped?
And he runs up the middle, gets the touchdown.
either way, that was an easy touchdown.
So that's going to be 50-19, and it's going to be a minute 31 in the fourth quarter. This last quarter seems like it's taken quite a
There's been a lot of pauses.
yeah.
It's been rough.
a lot more passing than running than what we saw in the first half. But let's see, we got any other news in the league?
But
this
nobody
week?
honestly,
Wait.
no, like
Down,
nobody,
set, hike.
nobody's really like I was talking about earlier. But Shamrocks when they first started were make out to be maybe one of the lower tier teams. But with like we were talking about before, it's like now once they picked up a lot of these these new players, like they got Prime now, Evil Neb, and I believe it was what was his name, Neb, and the other guy, Gavin. 2 new rookies that have been making their name up on the Broncos when they were over there. Picked them up. They've packed themselves up, and AJ becoming a new quarterback, they've got themselves a really good name. And I mean, look at this game now, 51-19. I mean, no one would have. That's why I wanted to stream this game because I was like, this game's gonna be good because there is some rivalry going on here. Because I know the Broncos are pretty salty that they left. So
I mean, I can't imagine how they wouldn't be. I mean, you get salty when people leave. People leave all the time. It's SL. It's how teams go and stuff sometimes. But they lost two pretty good plays to them because, like I said, I've scrimmed the Broncos a few times. The Mustangs have scrimmed the Broncos a few times.
Timeout, Shamrocks.
Nebs is really he's a very good up and coming player. He's definitely a rookie. He's actually the UFL liaison for the recruitment and stuff like that. He's a good guy, and I think he's going to do very well on the Shamrocks. Gavin, I've seen play a little bit. He's pretty good as well. But Nebs is very promising, and right now, I mean, it's so early, and he's looking like he could be a very promising rookie. He could be up there for the rookie of the year easily.
But yeah, I'm surprised as well. The completely different team with 9 people, and it's gonna be interesting to see those signs. But also, the you also gotta think the Broncos also lost Jace Witten.
Yeah, that
before
too.
The season started. That's a
Where did he wind up going?
No worries, he's up for trade.
He's still available for trade. I think he
he's
might
gonna
be
get grabbed.
done, or he's just not interested in it right now. But yeah, he went up for trade, and that's all he's done so far.
I know he was excited for Legions for WoW, so I think that's where he might have just put his time to.
Okay.
I think Broncos. My assumption is I think Broncos wanted more time out of Jace, but I think Jace wanted to do more. Legion was more interested in his WoW than he was in SL football. I may be wrong. I'm not saying that's correct, but I know that was something he had negotiated with the Mustangs season 1 of the UFL with me when me and Bert were on there. He was really wanting to invest his time into WoW and caught.
That was a nice caught by Will.
Nice caught. It's a real nice caught there, bud.
It was a real nice caught. It was caught by.
That was a nice caught.
Yeah, that was caught by Will.
That was a real nice bed.
Little pasta to ease right now, everybody.
Will caught that, and he was tackled by Crap.
Down.
Will caught in Crap.
But we're gonna.
Ooh, kill him! Ooh, good run.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to finish this game. But why we wait? Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna waste all this time. Who do you guys want to put for player of the game as?
Hands down, Will. Hands down.
Yeah, I think it's Will as well.
I mean, AJ did a lot of work at quarterback, and he was decent on his feet.
Yeah.
He had a couple of plays, but Will with the picks and the touchdowns. I mean, you can't deny him. He's a player of the game in my eyes.
Apologize to anyone.
Especially that great play where AJ just looked like it was over, and Will caught that and turned it into.
That was a big one for him. That was a big one for him. And when he came back, he came and he got into the. He got back. He came back, cut it back a little bit, and picked it up, and then he broke somebody's ankles, left him dead on the field, and he took it in for the touchdown. Right there, Will, got me for the player of the game. So,
I apologize to anyone if the stream's lagging too right now. It's just because.
Yeah, but I think it's over. I think
it's done.
Shamrocks are just.
They'll not get this up, but 51-19. Congratulations, Aoki Will, for the player of the game honors. I think that's pretty
good game,
final that we picked him. But thank you for everybody coming out. Thank you for the sponsors. Shout out to the cheer squads. They did a great job, and the refs. You guys held us down, moved it right along. If you're interested in reffing, contact the UFL Media Association. If you're interested in marketing, please contact Marlo Eden Flower for your directions on how to do that. And always a pleasure, Bert and Mikey. There was a fun game to ref. I mean, to commentate.
51-18, Shamrocks win.
No problem.
It was a good game all around. Congrats.
Yeah, it was a really good game.
Congrats to the Shamrocks.
I think the Broncos need to look at the footage and watch the second half of this game, because the second half was a lot more different than the first half for them. I think they need to look back and see where they had people or what they changed on what they were doing.
Yeah, for sure. So, do you have any more ads to read, boys, or did
No,
you
I
read them
think that
off?
was it. I
No,
think you got them
we
all.
hammered them all out. Just
Okay.
tomorrow's games, I believe, 4 o'clock game is the Patriots and the hold on.
Tomorrow's at 4 p.m. against the Packers,
Freaking 15-yard penalty.
Oh yeah, it's the Patriots and the Packers.
and then
That
it
should
will
be
be
entertaining.
also be Seahawks versus the Yellow Jackets at 7 p.m., which will also be on 9/11. So we will more than likely having not more than likely will be having a moment of silence on that day as well.
Absolutely.
Just don't pull a. I'm gonna pull a Colin Kaepernick and take a knee though.
Oh please,
Well,
please stand up.
Bert's getting
let's
released.
On that note,
Let's
On
not
that note-
let's not start that fire right now.
Bert's
I'm
getting
sorry.
released.
No. That's no.
All right. So
But
I mean,
good job, guys. Great game, and congratulations to the Shamrocks and to again Will as player of the game.
I
And
believe
we will see you guys
that's
here
that's
tomorrow
it.
at 4 for a doubleheader.
Adios.